up guys? Today I am here with the love of my life, my mom, and today we're going to teach you guys how to make ceviche de pollo.
Okay guys, so real quick, before the video starts, I just want to explain a couple of things so that way at the end there's no surprises or none of that shit. So what I made in this video with my mom is a typical ceviche, well not typical actually, it's atypical ceviche Ecuatoriano, which is an Ecuadorian dish, but it has a little bit of a twist that my mom adds some ingredients. I don't know where she got the recipe from, don't ask me, I'd have to ask her, but yeah, there's certain twists to it that my mom adds, like for example the soda, the orange soda. So that's one thing I know many people do not put in their ceviche. This is the way my mom makes it and I love it, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. Basically I think that was it. It's an Ecuadorian dish. It's not a Peruvian ceviche, it's different. It's more liquidy. It has different ingredients, so it's something different. Here's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you try it out, let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If something is not clear, you know, sometimes I'm not the best explaining shit, so if something you didn't understand or you didn't catch something or I didn't explain the best way possible, just ask me, feel free, comment, or you can follow me, whatever. Yeah, so let's just get to the video.
Stay tuned. Ceviche de pollo. Yeah.
Yeah, hey. So I gotta go hard and I gotta go on it, baby. If you
Alright, so the first thing you guys are gonna need to do is get a chicken breast, and you need to boil that. If you have a pressure cooker, use that for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't, and you just have a regular pot, put it in there, a whole chicken breast. You could throw in whatever you like, however you want. My mom put a little bit of pepper, some garlic, and salt. That's all she used, and she boiled it for like half an hour. You want to boil that, and then you also want to boil 2 tomatoes. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to boil these 2 things, the chicken breast and 2 tomatoes. And then once you have these 3 things boiled, which would be the chicken breast and the 2 tomatoes, you just let them sit and let them cool down. Everything has to be cool and cold by this point. We get our red onion, cut it in half, and then we just start cutting it like pretty thin. Depends on how thick or how thin you want your onions, but just preferably it'd be more thin. And then my mom here just put some sugar onto both halves of the onion, and this just makes it easier for you to cut the onion and the stench won't burn your eyes. So that's just a little life hack my mom has. She uses sugar. Doesn't really alter the taste that much. So alright, so then here mom just cut them up, and as soon as you finish cutting up your onions, you just put them into a bowl with water, cold water. Next step is just start dicing up your chicken. You just cut them into, you could do cubes, you could do thicker pieces, thinner, however you like. You could shred your chicken. If you want to follow this recipe, just do exactly as my mom does. It's not too complicated. Just take out a pretty big chunk of the chicken and then start cutting away just as my mom is doing right here. Like I said, the chicken pieces, they could be like, as I'm showing you right here, like pretty, not that big, but at the same time not too small, just like normal size. And once you finish cutting your chicken, go back to your onions and just rinse them out of the water you left them in. Just make sure that they're nice and clean, and just basically just rinse them out. Quick reminder, from this point, once you already boiled your chicken and your 2 tomatoes, from here on out you do not cook or heat anything up. Everything has to be cool. Everything has to be cold, like I said. Same thing here. When you're rinsing these onions, make sure the water is cold. This is a perfect dish for the summertime. It's refreshing, it's delicious, and it's pretty simple to make.
Después de esto ya no se cocina nada, ¿no?
No. Todo es frío.
Claro.
And once you're finished rinsing them out, you just throw them into your mixing bowl. Just Mom here has a pot, a pretty big pot, where she's gonna use that as her mixing bowl. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this gives you like 8 to 10 portions. So just make sure that that mixing bowl is pretty big. And here my mom, she's just cutting lemon limes in half and then squeezing the lemon juice out of them. There's 4 lemons, so just cut them in half and then just squeeze the lemon juice out of them. My mom is doing it by hand. If you have a lemon squeezer, you can use that. These are pretty big lemons. Take that into consideration. These are lemon limes. As soon as you add another ingredient to your mixing bowl, just keep mixing. Now we're gonna add our chicken, and then you're gonna see my mom mixing again. So every time you add an ingredient to your mixing bowl, just stir it around, mix it up, and then move on to the next ingredient. Okay, so here we have our parsley and our coriander, and we're just gonna chop it up. This is optional, but it definitely does add taste to your ceviche, so I would recommend putting this in. I'm not really a big fan of any of these, like too much, you know, like, but I think how my mom puts it is just perfect. It's not too much, it's not overpowering or any of that. So just add like a couple leaves of each of those.
So here we have 2 cooked tomatoes, which you just put in a pot with water and boil it on high heat. 2 tomatoes for 5 minutes, and then you have 2 tomatoes, 2 normal tomatoes, which aren't boiled. They're just regular tomatoes, and just add like almost 2.5 cups of mineral water. We did not use tap, we used mineral water. And then you just blend these all these tomatoes together.
Okay, once you're finished blending, just pour it into your mixing bowl, and just put this through a strainer and get all that nice tomato juice into your mixing bowl. And just throw out all that tomato left over into a different bowl. You're not gonna need that. And then next step is we cut our oranges in half. These are Ecuadorian oranges, so that they may not look they may not have that orange color that you guys are used to, but and just use whatever oranges you guys have. In this case we have Ecuadorian oranges, which are not really orange. And just take the orange juice out of them, as you can see my mom doing here. Pour that orange juice into the strainer as well. You don't want any of those seeds or pulp in your ceviche. And you just do this with 4 oranges. Squeeze the juice out of them. Pour the juice into your strainer. And yeah, basically it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. It's just a lot of like citric juices basically, and that's what gives it this like tangy sweet taste to it. That's why it's so delicious, and it's so refreshing, because at this point our chicken is cold and our tomatoes are as well, so the tomato juice is cold, and it's so refreshing during the summertime. It's perfect. It's a perfect nice like little snack you can have. You can have a lot of it if you want to, you know. So and then you just keep mixing, you keep mixing. Now we're gonna add ketchup. My mom just basically just squeezed a lot of ketchup out. I would say a cup of ketchup. Depends how tangy you like your food. If you want that like nice and sweet and tangy taste to it, just you can add a little bit less. You can add 3/4 of a cup or half a cup, but I would recommend nothing less than half a cup. We just add our chicken like juice, like the fat that we boiled our chicken with. Add like a cup of that chicken like oil like stew that was left over from when we boiled our chicken. And here we add a cup of orange soda. Next, we add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we also add salt to your taste, whatever you like. Mom added 1 teaspoon of salt. And she is adding 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then we just mix. We just give that a nice stir. And that was the last step. Now all we have to do to ensure this refreshing taste is just leave it in the fridge for half an hour to an hour, just so it could get cold. And then after that time, you could just dig in and enjoy this delicious typical food, the ceviche ecuatoriano.
Baby, you're blinking. I'm blinding, out here grinding. See me in the sun, out here shining. Life gets hard, so I gotta go hard and I gotta go all in. Baby, if we ballin', then we ballin'. Baby, quit calling. I ain't with the drama, I'ma stop talking. Life gets hard, so I gotta go hard and I gotta go all in. Baby, if we ballin', then we ballin'. Baby, quit calling. I ain't with the drama.
And there you have it, guys, ceviche de pollo ecuatoriano. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you guys decide to try this out at home, let me know how it came out. Like I said, and I can't stress this enough, this is my mom's own version. There's just a little twist. It's like a tiny difference, but at the same time it's a big difference. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want more videos of Ecuadorian dishes, I'm gonna give you guys a wide variety of snacks and dishes, and just basically typical traditional food that we eat here in Ecuador. So that is it for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one with another Ecuadorian dish. Peace.